And it's loosey-goosey chime time, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to turn on my clock. I've got people pointing at me all over the place, laughing, and it's terrible.
Well,
Hi, guys.
We've got the boss back in the room. So
yes, I'm here. Oh, no. Yeah. So, you mean little Leia?
Yes.
Who was up in the
northern
backwoods
area of
Orangeville.
Off the grid, and
off
let me tell
the
you,
grid.
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And
nothing wrong with being off the grid. There's many days I would like to be there myself, but
so you didn't hear anything about the bullwhip mention that the fact that you were, of course, usually she carries a bullwhip around, folks. You don't see that part of it because it's behind the scenes.
That's
but
right.
it does leave welts.
Back here.
They're going to be in the blooper reels.
So
once again, welcome back everybody to our Loosey Goosey show about town, and Big Daddy Russ Horton, myself, Lee Lakin, and of course, once again, Leah Lywood back in the studio with us once again. And we've got a lot of news to get through today.
Yeah.
Today's show is brought to you by our weekly sponsor and a new advertiser on our Halton Hills online station, Venture Cabinets. They are a local cabinet company, and they can refinish your cabinets for you in your kitchen for a fraction of the price of replacing a whole kitchen. So give them a call today at 416-709-8952. You can also get them at venturecabinets@gmail.com and check out their Facebook page, Venture Cabinets, as well. And through that page, you can send them some pictures, and they can actually give you kind of a quote on what it would cost to redo your kitchen. Save some money.
There's no better compliment than having some other company that does the same thing as you do reuse your pictures for their work.
Oh,
and that's what happened.
That happened to them.
So that shows you how good these guys are.
Yes, another company actually used their pictures to promote their business. So,
and
good business, Venture Cabinets. Check them out today. Once again, 416-709-8952. And while you're on Facebook, check their Facebook page out.
And Max Tires, of course, and auto repairs. And I have a few things to say about that in a moment. 905-873-9255. They have the lowest prices on tires anywhere. They have licensed mechanics. And they're located at 61 Guelph Street in beautiful downtown Georgetown,
and
across
don't you
from
forget it.
St. George's Church.
And of course,
all the gang will say hello. We have Sean and Rob, and we also have Jamie, and of course Smudge, who has become a real. He's got his own Facebook page now. I think Smudge.
I can see him being a cartoon character.
Yes, he looks like a cartoon character.
Am I right on that?
Yeah, there you go. Fred's Towing still looking for drivers. They've got a few more vacancies left, and Max Tires is looking for a diesel mechanic. So if you're a diesel mechanic, and I'm telling you, this place is busy. Yeah. It's boom, 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 away you go.
The rotation there is crazy.
Yeah, hello to everybody at Easy Taxi, of course, as well. And I was going to say something.
Don't drink and drive, call a cab.
That's right. I was going to say something about the Uber service last week and forgot totally. So we might get to it. I don't know. But if we do, we do. So I guess we should really tell you how many
numbers are going up.
Numbers are going up. 22 new ones in Halton region on Friday. We have 8 in Burlington, 7 in Milton and in Oakville. Nothing here, though. I have anything here, no. And the headlines at the moment, Kenzie McDermott, my son, he won $1 million.
Oh, get out.
Yes, he did. And I've heard that name. I can't picture him, but I've heard that name.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Kenzie McDermott, who won himself on Lotto 649, and he's from Georgetown. And
good for him, man.
And of course, but we had 900.
As much as I'm jealous, good for him.
I'm adoptable.
You know what he said? I'm going to buy some new golf clubs.
Right on. What a good answer.
He said, I've had them since 1972. Yeah. Well, buddy, you can go out and buy the store if you want.
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
And then we had $900 worth of baby formula was stolen at the Superstore on Wednesday. And
that stuff's really going hot on the streets these days.
Yes, it is. It is.
So, yeah.
And we have a description, but you can really look. Do you want us to give the description or? Non-white, 25, male, 5'8", 150 pounds, wearing a Raptors hat, black Nike sweater, gray track pants, white writing on the left leg. He had a mask on. The second was a non-white female, 22, 5'6", 130 pounds, black Adidas shirt, black leggings, white writing on the left ankle, brown fur slippers. which
She needed to get home and feed the baby.
That's right, exactly. A mask and a red purse.
Okay.
So if you have any info on that,
Wow.
Halton Regional Police Service would love to hear from you, or Crime Stoppers.
So I'm hearing this right, that you're saying non-white.
Yes.
That is a very, very vague term. Like that. What the heck have we gotten to that level?
I have no idea, man.
That you can't
I've
say
seen in the media
black,
too.
Hispanic,
Yeah.
Asian, something along those lines. That we've gone to non-white now. Is this what they're printing? I can't.
It doesn't
believe
really tell you who they are, right?
No, like give me a break, man. Come on, people. This is getting out of hand. It's insane.
Welcome to the world. Welcome to our world of media and the way we
Yeah.
have to report things.
Going from that story there, Halton Region is still the safest place in Canada.
As long as you
except
don't want some baby
food.
forming.
Yeah. This comes from a study that ranks its crime severity index as the lowest amongst municipalities across Canada with a population of over 100,000. Or over here in the region, we've held the distinction for the past 23 years straight.
That's awesome, really, when you
So,
think about it. For people over 100,000, we're a fair size here, so.
Halton Region's just over 750,000 people, but it's it's the second largest region in southern Ontario when you look at landmass wise.
And it's huge. What's
It's
the
huge.
biggest? Is it York? Or no?
York, I think it is.
I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
we're huge. I mean, you go from one end to the other, and it's.
Or no, I think it's Grey Bruce.
Yeah.
Like Grey Bruce is the second. Is the first.
It's a huge, very beautiful region we have. You know,
It
the
is.
drive from Halton Hills to Burlington is just.
Yeah, we've
Beautiful.
talked about it a couple times.
Yeah.
And don't even go on the highway. Just stay on the back
Yeah.
roads, you know. Data provided in Statistics Canada yearly report on crime in Canada offers an overview of Halton's proud status, and we should be very proud.
Yeah,
So,
I'm proud of the fact
right on.
that
That's
you
very
know
cool.
we're the small town.
23
region.
years straight.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
Well, yeah, but I've been saying this for 10 years. Halton Hills is Canada's hometown.
yeah.
That's what we are.
And
All right.
we proved it doing the flag thing, so...
This is a sad one, and we reached
Yeah.
many people with this
yeah,
story.
we had a
and
lot of reaction to that.
Every small town has its characters and people who stand out and are widely loved in our community. And sometimes I have to speak up when one of them leaves us, and that is what I did this last week. This week, Georgetown lost one of its wonderful, colorful characters, Wally McKellar, at the age of 70. We all knew him lovingly as Big Wally.
Yep.
Who was, of course, the mainstay at the McGibbon Hotel for many, many years. We had some fun with the banter back and forth over the years, and now, as well as losing our beloved McGibbon Hotel on a Saturday night, we've also lost a legend in our community. Please join me in sharing a tear for our old buddy Wally. He died on Tuesday. He's left many behind who will always remember the fun times we had and a million stories that we can tell in the future. And overwhelming love was shown on Facebook.
It
I'll tell you
was.
that.
It was very nice to see that.
I remember my favorite story was Roger from RJ's, and Roger from RJ's, he passed away sadly too a few years ago. A quick story. I know we got a lot to do, but Roger and Wally had a love relationship, hate relationship.
Right.
They loved each other as buddies, but boy did he bug Wally about stuff. So he come in from a trip to Costa Rica. It was a Saturday night. The place was packed, and he bought this large pair of underwear like this. And he stood and he borrowed the mic from the musician. He says, "Hey Wally, I brought you something from Costa Rica. You got some underwear here." Wally chased him around the bar. I'll never forget that night. And but we had many nights like that. He was if I'll tell you, if you made a ruckus, he let you know. But he was fair and he was a good man, and we're gonna miss him.
Rest in peace, Wally.
I didn't think I'd make it through without a tear because he was a good guy.
No worries,
Huh?
buddy. Yeah, I figured you'd be better off reading that.
Yeah, I think it should have come from me.
As Halton Hills continues to move through the province's roadmap to reopen, that's on sketchy on, an economic recovery resiliency plan is being launched with an August start date, implementation throughout the fall and beyond. The plan will support the local business community migrating the impacts of the COVID-19 virus, building on the 25 plus actions implemented by the town since the start of the pandemic. The ERRP advances the work of the town's economic development and tourism strategy, and takes into account various reports, industry data, and best practices and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of jibber jabber, and just more things for the town to do right now, because tourism's got to be down as well.
Yeah.
Tourism's got to be
down.
we're not a hot spot, but we do get a lot of tourism here. We've got
Glen
rock
Williams,
conservation, and
Glen
Williams,
Williams.
a beautiful area as well, but not happening as much again with the impact of COVID. So
Yeah. Well, with the Americans coming in now, maybe it'll improve a little bit.
Americans?
Americans.
We got those Americans coming up.
Coming up here to have some fun in Canada.
Yeah, we're going to go get them some Canadian beer, eh?
That's right. Oh, don't let them drink our beer, for God's sakes. It's too strong for them.
Why do Canadians say A?
Huh?
Why do Canadians say
I don't
A?
know. Why, eh?
Because Americans had, huh?
I can't believe this one here.
Sorry, my American friends. That's just a joke
Oh,
that I heard from an American. So
don't worry, we get around to insulting everyone at one point.
at one point,
It's the last location in Halton region that doesn't have residential garbage pickup. And a gentleman who lives locally, Jason Brass, is calling for a change. The local resident who lives just outside Georgetown recently appealed to regional council to implement the service in the rural areas of Halton Hills, something he thinks is long overdue. In my opinion, this should have been initiated years ago, he says, and I still can't believe I don't have garbage pickup. In fact, it's a bit embarrassing, he says. At the moment,
pretty smelly after a while.
yeah. At this moment, those who live in rural Halton Hills only get curbside blue box and green cart collection, and so they don't pay taxes for garbage pickup. So, and years ago, of course, Halton Region had surveyed those living outside the urban boundaries to see how they felt about it, and nothing was ever done. But that was 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
but
had a lot of changes in 10 years.
So I guess these people, I had no idea about the garbage situation in rural Halton Hills. So they have to bring it into town or get their own company or
do some burning.
do some burning out in the backyard. How come we keep...
Oh, that would be gross. Yes. No, I'm not telling people to do that either, by the way. Please don't go do that.
I didn't even hear what he said, so it went right over my head.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's okay. Highlights from Halton Hills Mayor Rick Bonnett's message for August. Halton Hills Council was very pleased to have received a $45,000 digital squad grant from the Ontario government to assist local businesses. He talks about the Summer Olympics in Tokyo and our wonderful athletes like Tessa.
Yep.
He talks about the Helsing Gallery, Toronto DJ and producer Ryan Shepard, and the Terry Fox Run, plus the Georgetown Hospital Walk. You can check out his complete message on the Halton Hills website at haltonhills.ca and check it out today.
And our page as well.
And our page as well, yeah, we've got it blasted across our page as well.
And Ryan, man, rocking. Good stuff. Good to see him doing well.
Yeah,
He's a good
definitely,
guy.
It's,
Local boy. Local boy.
We always like it when local goes well.
Right. Dr. Hamadan Magani, Halton Region's Medical Officer of Health, is asking residents to get double vaccinated as soon as possible, as there could be troubling times in the weeks to come. And COVID-19, of course, does not discriminate. Anyone of any age can get sick with this virus, particularly with highly transmissible variants in circulation. She went on to say, she's telling us stuff we already know.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fourth wave here.
Jibber jabber.
And jibber jabber. And
Is that allowed?
so, so the fourth wave of COVID actually caught up to the John Wick and went ahead.
Yeah.
And so because John Wick 4 is coming out.
Yes,
this
it
fall,
is coming soon.
but I'm comparing it to COVID.
Love that movie.
1, 2, 3, 4. But it seems
but
like
I
a movie, a bad movie.
I saw today on Toronto TO blog. It's a news source, decent one, but they're saying that Doug Ford's coming out saying we're going to go into step 4 now. So phase 4 and step 4.
I can't keep up with all the steps and phases we're going through. Where are we now? I don't know. Can I sit there and have something to eat with my friend with a mask on? Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
How
Well,
about
come he
tomorrow?
is?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow might be better.
I hope it is. Jeez.
I've seen a lot of stuff in the news about healthcare workers and conflicts that have been going on in the whole COVID pandemic thing, and local ones are got together this week in Georgetown to announce their dissatisfaction with contract negotiations and staffing shortages impacting hospitals across Ontario. The frontline staff rallied outside Georgetown Hospital on Tuesday, with those attending calling for the provincial government to repeal Bill 124, which limit wage increases for the number of healthcare workers to a maximum of 1% over 3 years. I don't think they should be really arguing with these people, and they should be giving them a raise. Like,
You know, when you talk
1%
about,
over 3 years? Are you kidding me? That's an insult.
you talk about Superman and Batman and all the heroes we had when we were kids. The heroes for us today are the healthcare workers and the ones that
Absolutely.
are in the front lines. And not only the healthcare workers, those that work in grocery stores, drive trucks, drive taxis,
People
drive
that still
buses.
had to function throughout the pandemic.
Yeah, and we were all out there, and let's just hope that there's no COVID-5.
Yeah.
COVID-5.
Oh, you said it now. That's it.
I did, didn't I?
Let's
said
get
it.
past 4, okay?
She's giving me the dirty look.
Yeah,
Usually when I say
you got the
something, it
evil
comes
eye on
true.
that one too. You definitely got the evil eye on that one.
No. Wow. Yeah, we've had some hot weather. Halton Hills
Yeah.
been under a heat warning all week by
We're
Environment
still,
Canada.
as we're filming this, we're literally
yeah.
just coming into the cooler.
Yes, we are. Thank God. National Weather Agency said that humidex values reached well over 40 at some points over the last few days in Georgetown, Acton, as well as, of course, other areas of just the whole eastern North America is under a heat wave right now. But we are coming into some cooler weather, and we were warned there by Environment Canada it didn't happen in our area, but we were supposed to get hail and thunder.
All kinds of
and,
crazy stuff. Yeah.
They were reporting of tornadoes last week, I guess. I didn't hear anything about the last one, but
It's funny. This rain even here this afternoon. They were talking about it's Friday afternoon, and it all seems to be hitting Milton and Georgetown, and not so much Acton so much.
God, I mean, you're seeing temperatures in the world you've never seen before. In Sicily, it was 48.8 Celsius the other day.
Yeah.
That's the hottest it's ever been on the European continent. That's scary
That's
stuff.
hot, man.
You know, and what do we do when if this indeed is happening, or if we're not being told stories, or if it's a conspiracy, this whole thing? Who knows?
There was a
We
bunch
don't know.
of was it oysters?
Uh,
Mussels. They showed it on the National last night, and there was miles of them in this huge mound.
yeah.
Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
God.
what you don't realize is it's all right now, but the warmer we get and the more that the ice melts, the higher the Pacific and the Atlantic is going to get, and you're going to start losing some coastal cities, man.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about property streets, I'm talking about cities disappearing like Atlantis did. We got to do something, but what do we do?
Well, a lot of scientists are saying we're actually past that point of no return. So
That's right, the point of no return. That was an old 80s dance song too, wasn't it?
the town is still a
See how
little
my mind
cautious. The town's still a little cautious about the opening at the Hillsview Active Living Center in Georgetown. Carpet bowling has restarted and is now added to other programs already up and running. The bowling's happening between Monday to Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. And due to the amount of restrictions for each program, the town reminds you that you need to call the center. You can give them a call at 905-877-6444 to register and attend the program. For those needing Activan tickets or taxi scripts, please phone ahead to the center to pre-order and pay with a credit card, and staff will facilitate the pickup. And it's still in the vestibule between the double set of doors. Can't remember the number of the address there, but right beside the Honda dealers.
I saw the seniors lawn bowling downtown the other day. It's good to see them out. It's good to see them out. All laughing, smiling.
I haven't seen that.
And a great car show for cash.
That was
at
at
Amica. Well done, gang. I mean, and it looked like a
Our
fun
buddy
time.
Gord, the hot dog guy, was there.
Was he?
Yeah, he
set up
posted
his-
some pictures. So.
Did he put up his cart?
Oh yeah.
Atta boy, Gordy.
Yeah,
All right,
he was all
my
set
son.
up there.
All
So
right.
hot dogs and classic cars.
Here's
There
some
we go.
fun information for us, folks. A new information post reveals that Georgetown has a COVID-19 positivity rate that is double the Ontario average and almost triple that of Halton Region. Did you know that?
Yet we have no cases.
The most up-to-date report by the Toronto-based research group ISIS.
ISIS. Which uses population-based health and social data to find out that we have and it's everyone in the L7G, apparently, and that's not including the old age homes. I have a hard time taking these guys seriously. For one, the
could have
ISIS thing.
They could have picked a better name than that.
But with a better acronym or whatever you call that, that is ridiculous. And the fact that we have no cases here.
Their address really interests me. They work out of Taliban Way, which is in. Come on, ISIS, ICES. I'm going to call it, not ISIS. But 3 times the Halton region. I had no idea.
Yeah, there's no way. Where they're getting their stats from? Somebody's sniffing glue.
Yeah,
right.
It's like the guy on Airplane.
Yeah. Picked a bad day to stop sniffing.
Yeah,
glue.
that's right. Oh God, we're showing our age now, Lakin.
Hey? Both Halton Region and Ontario's Ministry of Transportations are getting drivers to plan ahead this weekend. They're going to have a major closure on Highway 401. Now, this is going to happen both directions from James Snow Parkway to Trafalgar Road. That full stretch will be closed from Saturday from 10 p.m. to Sunday noon. According to information from the region, the closure will facilitate ongoing construction tied to the 401 expansion project that's done absolutely nothing, and if anything, it's just as bad as it always was. But yeah, it's so from 10 p.m. Saturday night to noon on Sunday. So there's going to be some major havoc in the Milton area, Guelph line.
If you got stuff to do in Milton, folks, I'd go...
well, Georgetown's going to get impacted too, because Steeles is going to be nailed. Derry Road's going to be absolutely hammered all the way along that stretch. So
we're all interconnected.
Yeah, so if you don't have to go anywhere, let's say Sunday morning, I'd recommend you don't.
Yeah.
That's provided they get done with their
on time.
Putting a time on it, but don't count on that.
Exactly.
I got to do the work, I guess, but I just don't know why they have to close the whole thing down.
At least they're doing it at night. They're not doing it in the middle of the day.
Oh, they're doing it Sunday morning. If you're going into Milton 6 to noon, there you're going to have a problem.
Exactly.
And that's again, providing they're done at noon.
It's all right at 6 in the morning, but you get around lunchtime on Sunday, and there's a lot of cars out there.
A lot of
and
people
a lot
going
of
to
trucks.
church and going to the family to have breakfast or whatever. So
Or to ride a bicycle.
Our newscast at the moment on Halton Hills Radio, online radio, and on Facebook is dedicated to this lady who is a very, very brave gal. Emma Mann, a local realtor. She's out there right now. Doing it. As a matter of fact, it's 3 hours behind in the Purcell Mountains, so she'd be in the middle of her hike or getting ready to wrap up the day. She's been walking for the Royal LePage Shelter Foundation for sheltered women and children, and we've linked up her site on our Facebook pages, and we really would like you to show Canada how Halton Hills digs into their pocket and then donate, because COVID has caused a lot of problems with
domestic
violence
situations,
and
definitely.
There's a lot of kids and gals out there that need your help, and Emma, you are a champ, and she bugged me about the grizzly and the brown bear, black bear story I told you last week.
Yeah.
Did I tell you there he is over there?
What, the brown bear?
The brown bear, yeah. Gotta watch it, Emma. Only kidding. She's got guides and stuff, and she's carrying her backpack too.
She's carrying everything on her back, so.
But she's gonna come home, and we're gonna get her on the show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drag her over. I told her. She's shy, I think, but she's got a Halton Hills hat on. We gave her a Halton Hills online hat, and she's walking. So I told her get a snap with a grizzly, with the hat.
With the hat, yeah. I was just gonna say, right.
I love you, baby. You know that. And
yes,
when
we're
she
very
comes,
proud of you, Emma, and keep it up, and don't break a leg.
No, don't do that.
We don't want that.
Like, there's a few of them all together, and they have guides. When she first told me, I said, "Are you out of your mind?" She said, "I'm going to go and hike across." I said, "I'd go to the Motel 6 where they leave the light on for you. I wouldn't be." But she has guides, and there's bear spray.
Somebody's got to have a gun. There's got to be a rifle involved there somewhere.
One thing I've learned in life is never give a chimpanzee an AK-47. It's loaded. That's a YouTube story. Go ahead with your next
Yeah,
one.
I'm done.
Oh, you done? You gave me all the stories. Okay. Here's one from August 3rd, a few days ago. Around 4 p.m., Halton police officers responded to a citizens-initiated complaint in the location of 4th Line and 17th Side Road in Halton Hills. As a result of the investigation, a 58-year-old male from Halton Hills was charged with operation while impaired with blood alcohol concentration 80 milligrams or more inside 2 hours. And unlike other media in the area, we don't give names. It's not our job to do that. I'm just telling you that it's a 58-year-old Halton male. That's all we say about things like that.
Yeah.
But it's a news story. We have to report and tell you what happened, but we don't have to get into
Berate the person
the
for,
details
yeah.
here. We've got a few minutes to fart around.
That's unusual.
I thought
that
we'd be
many
overloaded
stories.
with stuff. Well, we can talk about the election.
Well, yeah,
Are you
that's-
excited?
Not at all.
Are you excited?
Not at all. I think this is absolutely
Are you guys
moronic,
excited?
but it just...
Farce.
Yeah. We actually have an audience today. So
Yeah, we
it's
do.
been fun, you know.
Yeah, there's.
We've had a few people stop by. So.
Can you introduce the people here who are watching? Go ahead.
Well, we had Ellen.
Yeah, Owen, of course.
He's a good friend of mine.
Who is a
who's,
rock? Elwyn is a
he's
rock
from
star,
He's from Cape Breton, but has
Yeah.
been in Ontario for quite
Yeah.
some time.
and you're Rumi.
Yeah, my
he's-
cousin Todd.
he's my
He's
buddy.
always here.
And
So
Yeah.
and he only nibbles once in a while. So
Yeah.
don't believe everything you hear.
nobody
but,
knows computers like our Todd.
Yeah.
Knows computers.
But this is an absolute joke. I find this election just to be absolutely what. But again, goes to show of our prime minister and his loosey-goosey style.
And why so fast? September
Well, it's
20th is not far away.
because they've got a lock on the numbers right now, and they think they can win.
Well,
So
think
they
they're
can
at
win
an
the
advantage
majority.
right
and,
now, so
and you know, is that really true? Are those numbers? You know, look at the polling they did about Halton region being the highest. Do you believe polls? I don't. I don't believe them, but
especially in politics.
you know, to me to pull this off right now is just another bonehead move, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. That's you know, other people might be dancing for joy because of it. Who knows?
Local people have been having problems with Uber, and I'm not. As we were saying,
we were going to talk about that.
we have taxi service in Halton Hills, folks. Remember
3 of them.
taxi services?
3 of them.
Before Uber came in with these ridiculous things that threw the taxi business into, but that's another story, into just total a mess.
Yeah.
So if you're having problems with Uber, Easy Taxi, 905-877-9900. We have 2 other cab services, McCab Taxi in G-Town. You don't always have to go to Uber. We have, and these are local people that live around here. Uber mainly, they're coming from Brampton or Milton, and if
Exactly.
it's a long way for them to come, then our kids have a hard time getting Uber
Right.
at night. That's the big problem.
That's the biggest complaint I've heard, yeah.
We're not making this up. We are saying this is what we've seen online. This is what I've heard online and read.
And even physically had people in the cab saying it to us.
Exactly.
So
Remember your hometown. Shop local.
exactly.
I'm not putting Uber down. I'm just saying if you have a problem getting an Uber, there's 3 very reliable cab companies that have been in town for many, many, many years. Don't forget that. I just wanted to say that, and I feel so much better now.
It was
Eh?
driving
You
you
look
nuts all
better.
week.
Yes,
It was driving you nuts all week.
yes, yes. But it's been a hot week. And,
Yes, it's been very hot week, and it's great to see. Though we're starting to see, places like the Red Harp and Tanner's, and even Symposium as well. Our good friends over at Symposium, hi gang, putting on some live music.
yeah.
Actually, you might want to mention for Gavin as well that he's actually looking for various positions.
He's still looking for servers.
He's-
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that's right. I did
There's
see
different
that.
positions,
Yeah,
not just servers. There's actually he listed at
yeah.
least 3, if not 4.
kitchen
positions.
staff maybe too. And
Yeah.
so yeah, if you're interested in looking for work, great place to work.
On our local radio, Gavin and the gang sponsor 4 hours Saturday and Sunday night from 8 to midnight, nonstop new music with Bill Smith, who is a famous Canadian blogger.
And the numbers are doing
And
well on that
numbers
show
are doing
too.
well, and they put them on the patio, play on the patio,
Right.
and our numbers have gone through the roof at night on Saturday and Sunday. So the younger folks out there, and you and I enjoy that music too.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, we're music lovers, and you'll find out about that in the years to come. But
Just listen to our station.
Yes, listen to our station, exactly. We have 3 of them. Halton Hills Online, radiogta.ca, and fm108.ca. Nothing is heard past 1979 on fm108.ca. It's a total oldie station. We are locked in the oldies, you know. So we've got 3 wonderful radio stations. We have Georgetown Tell and Sell, Acton Tell and Sell, Halton Hills Online on Facebook. We are the new media, and what more can we say? We built it ourselves, the 3 of us together. You with the Tell and Sells, and
Hammer and nails.
Exactly, you know. And
a lot of work.
I'm sorry we couldn't get Jerry Springer in to launch it, but the Tell and Sells are doing well.
Well,
She's rolling her eyes at me.
We were going to try Howard Stern too, but he didn't respond.
No, he
Jerry
didn't
doesn't
respond.
have anything on our talent.
No,
cells,
no.
trust me.
If we could only, on the Talent Cells,
Trust
if
me,
we
where
could
he's
only
past
film
his
this
league.
stuff, if we could actually film it happening as it unfolds
I know.
in real life, it would be the #1 show in Halton Hills, I'll tell you that. But the Talent Cell, we may bug it, take pokes at it, but you know what? It's a very valuable part of our community because it finds lost cats, it finds lost dogs, it finds lost people.
And there might be a cricket outside somebody's window chirping.
Yes, stuff like that.
Can I call the town for that and get them to stop that, please?
And-
You know what? When we created those pages, it was August 2012. So it's almost exactly, it's in around the actual 9-year mark right now.
And I was, so upset. Karen was so upset that the blue box had blown in her driveway from next door.
Yeah.
And it was 5 o'clock.
But we never
And the
had
poor
those
buggers were
issues
still
back
at work
then.
next door.
We had, for the first 4 years, I'm going to say anyways, it was really good. People were friendly. They were out to help each other out with what was going on in town. Now, the one page Georgetown is almost at 20,000.
Yes.
Anything goes. Like, we've had to create
Wow.
other pages
When
to
you
funnel
get-
things elsewhere. It's
The
crazy.
problem is when you grow, and I mean, we've got huge numbers. When you have that many numbers, you're going to have people come out of the ointment.
Oh.
And it's
That's
just
a good word. Out of the ointment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
Oozing
polite way.
out.
That's the polite way of saying it. They were oozing out of the ointment, and they're
That'd be
known
the
as
best reality TV out there, really, if we could.
A
call
lot
them.
of work to run those pages.
When you're
People
wa-
don't realize the work that Katie and I put into that. It's
I know.
a lot.
And what people don't understand is when you're walking down the street and you see some dog poop ahead of you, you walk around it. You don't walk through it. Don't get involved in it, because you're only going to make it worse on yourself.
But some like
know.
it. They enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
They feed on that.
They feed
That's
on
the
it.
problem.
You're arguing with some moron in his underwear who's having a bad day and just decides to pick on you. That's basically what it is. But there are some good back and forth on
There is some positive to it.
Sure,
It's,
I mean,
it
it's
still
a good way.
carries on, and like you say, with that amount of membership on board, or people that are on board, for the good stuff, it does work and it helps. And
don't
it's a
forget
good-
It's more good than not, but
I-
you get that few that come on.
Well, you
and,
get those nasty few that
you know,
just
there's a handful that
I think you and
That
Katie
sour it for
Downs, and we got to get Katie over here for a show one day, and we'll get her on there. But she's awful shy, isn't she? Yeah, she's shy.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Well, we'll get Katie over here one day. And but
So once
there you
again,
go.
people, thank you for allowing us into your homes, man. It's always been a great show, and it's great to have Leah back in the boots
So-
again.
It's been another slice of blueberry pie.
Excuse me. I want to remind you our sponsor today is Venture Cabinets. You can check them out on Facebook at Venture Cabinets on Facebook. Like their page. You can also email your pictures to venturecabinets@gmail.com or give them a call at 416-709-8952. Redo your kitchen today and save yourself a bunch of dough.
And don't forget, not this weekend, but next weekend, there is a drive-in that's Ola Jiskra, who I've been talking to. We put some posts up on
Ola!
video. Thank you for what you do, Ola, and those that help you. The drive-in.
Oh, I heard about
$40
that.
a car.
Yeah.
My understanding is it's going to be in cars,
Right.
not sitting out like you normally do, but there will be the ice cream truck, various other things going on. Please do keep an eye out for any of the posts. The talent cells actually have the banner across the page right now. It is the money, all the money is going to charity. It's for the C.A.R.E. care.
How did you remember all that? The C.R.A.J.B.
A-R-E.
What
But
she
anyways.
said. What she
What
said.
she said.
But anyways, yeah, please do either donate. There is a page you can go to donate. There are various things that you can do. If you can't make it, you can still partake and donate money to help out with this cause. And it's been a bad year, so please do.
Wow, the movie's cool too. I forget what it is.
Jumanji.
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 Oh, with Robin Williams.
Yes.
My favorite actor. Oh, I love.
Is it the
Well,
old
that's
one
gonna
or the
be
new
magical
one?
for the
The
kids.
oldest
They got
one.
the
That's
ice
the
cream.
older one.
The first one.
That's
Okay.
gonna be magical for the kids. They got the ice cream truck there. They got the movies.
Well, it's a
It'd be-
family night too,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
it's a family night out.
What's wrong with that? We should
Yeah.
be doing that all the time. Never mind during COVID. Anyway, we're brought to you by Max Tires, of course, 905-873-9255. The
And
best,
don't you forget
that's
it.
right. They have the best deals in town on tires. They have licensed mechanics. They're looking for a diesel mechanic. Fred's Towing is looking for drivers. And, don't forget to call them, 905-873-9255, 61 Guelph Street in downtown Georgetown, and don't you forget it. And, of course, community is driven by community. You navigate and we will drive, and I rocked it, didn't I, Leah?
Woo!
Got it rolled right off the tongue.
I rolled it.
Thank you all for tuning
All right.
in once again. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. For Russ Horton, Lee Lake, and Leah Lywood, and the rest of our crew sitting outside, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
And now it's officially the end of Loosey Goosey Chime Time.
We'll catch you on the B side.
Be safe, everybody.